copies the most traditional costume with Chinese characteristics. In a sense, it can be called China's national costume and represents the long history and culture of the Chinese nation. The design of Cheongsam has an oriental symbolic style, just like the docile and elegant quality of oriental women. The simple and concise design anti-cutting of Cheongsam highlight the soft curve of oriental women, which is the charm of Cheongsam. In recent years, with the continuous development of international exchanges, Cheongsam has appeared frequently on the international fashion stage. As a formal dress with national representative significance, Cheongsam has appeared on many major occasions and almost become the representative of national dress. For modern people who like to show their personality, Cheongsam can also be very fashionable. The choice of style respects tradition rather than sticking to tradition. The choice of design and color can get rid of the constraints of monochrome, broken flowers on the grid cloth. With appropriate hairstyle, shoes and accessories, they will have their own gorgeous style. Cheongsam is the most representative traditional dress of Chinese women. It can be said that it is a typical dress symbol of Chinese women. In Chinese national costume, Cheongsam has always been in the forefront with this unique charm, which has been prosperous for a long time. In recent years, Cheongsam has increasingly appeared in people's vision. It has not only become a daily dress for women, but also a social dress, symbolizing Chinese national fashion and condensing historical traditions. In particular, many public figures also like to wear Cheongsam on major occasions, which has set off a popular absurd job Cheongsam. Cheongsam embodies the beauty of neutralization. As we all know, the core and soul of Chinese traditional aesthetics is the beauty of neutralization. This is the fundamental spirit of Chinese traditional culture and thought. Chinese traditional aesthetic psychology requires the object to be big but not June, heavy but stone, small and heavy. That is, it requires harmony. Therefore, in order to obtain real beauty, the aesthetic object itself is required to meet certain standards. Otherwise, it will not reflect the beauty of neutralization. In the traditional Chinese aesthetic standards, the most ideal requirement for women is elegance and quiet, which is not only done by ladies of the family, but also in line with the requirements of the society for women. This kind of aesthetic psychology is precipitated in the traditional thought of the Chinese people, as is the performance on the Cheongsam. Because the design of Cheongsam is mostly tied and wrapped, it not only reflects the beautiful body shape of women, but also restricts and affects the physical activities of the wearer. Wearing Cheongsam, you will control your behavior consciously or unconsciously. Even the tone of speech, the posture of sitting and walking attitude. The Chinese nation always advocates moderation and generosity, pursues the golden mean of warmth and harmony, and moderation in everything, and requires people to be modest, cautious, implicit, and restrained. Such an aesthetic psychology is consistent with the characteristics of choosing. The noble and elegant Cheongsam makes Chinese women look more elegant and quiet. At the same time, it is also in line with the aesthetic psychology of the Chinese nation.